Hey everybody, Massachusetts Prepper here. As you can see, I have a smart band on the table today. Now, this is a smart band health and fitness tracker, and it is, and I don't want to butcher the name here, so I'm going to show you the name. I'm reading Bozlun B15P. Okay. Now, this band was sent to me free of charge. Company approached me and asked me if I would be willing to do an honest and unbiased review of their product. Now, I have not had an opportunity to try this product out. So what I'm doing today is just, I'm going to open it up. I'm going to show you the product, let you see what you get inside. Now, a lot of you know I do wear a Fitbit Alta and also a Apple Watch. Now, Fitbit Alta is kind of expensive, so is the Apple Watch. This fitness band here is very inexpensive. On Amazon, I believe it was $29.99. Okay. Now, it is made in China, but let's go ahead and open up the box and see what we get in the box. And then, I will be doing a very thorough review of this product. Now, you get a manual in here, and this is in Chinese, I believe, and English. There is an app that you can download for this. It says so right here. So you can download an app. So you're going to get a lot of functionality, I believe. Just to pull up some different things, I want to get to the functions of the bracelet. Okay. It looks like it has, this will focus, blood pressure, heart rate, touchscreen, pedometer, distance, calories, phone number display, notification, content display, sleep monitor, anti-loss alert, and goal setting, and an alarm clock. So you get quite a few features in here. Now, I'm just curious because it says blood pressure, and I'm not sure how well a fitness tracker, fitness wristband will monitor your blood pressure. So what I want to do is just flip through here. Okay, in the very back, we have an attention. Now, I don't know if you're going to be able to read that. It's going to focus. I'll just go ahead and read it. It says, the blood pressure and heart rate monitoring data is just for reference. This bracelet does not apply to diagnose, treatment, recovery, prevent, reduce the disease, or other situations. It also does not apply a clinical medical usage. Okay, so basically, I think what they're trying to say here is that you shouldn't depend on the blood pressure or heart rate monitor to accurately diagnose your blood pressure or your heart rate. The nice little instruction manual. You can see the device right here. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pull this out. We have the device here. I'm going to go ahead and pull the protective cover off the lens. And the device is dead, so it does need to be charged. Okay. But it is kind of small. I can tell that it's, overall size is about as big as the Alta, but the screen display part is probably only 2/3 the size of the Alta screen. Okay. That's not necessarily a deal breaker because, it's giving you a lot of functions in here. Let's go ahead and see what else we got in the box. Okay, we got a band. Now, the band is, just a rubber band. Snap seems to snap in pretty good. And the design is pretty straightforward. Put it through the loop, adjust it to where you want it, and snap it in. Now, one of the things with like the Fitbit Altas and stuff is those snap in really hard until you get them broke in. So I'm curious to see. Okay, this just pushes into the band and secures in. Don't see it falling out or anything. Okay, but what I do want to see is just how well this will lock in, and if it's harder or easier to secure than the Alta. And actually that snaps in pretty easy. Now this gives you a really good indication it has a higher profile than the Alta, as you can see here. And again, you can see that the screen size is actually a little bit smaller. It stops right here. So about 2/3 the size of the screen, but again, that's not a deal breaker. I'm going to have to wear this for like a week and use the functions, get the app downloaded and everything, and see how well this actually stays on. Make sure that it don't, just pop loose. It does seem to secure pretty good with the catch right here. So I don't see a problem there. Overall, it doesn't seem that bad. And from my understanding, there's 4 other bands you can get. I believe you get the black one that comes with it. It also has a purple, a white, a blue, and a sky blue. Okay, so you got some color choices. And what else do we get in the box? We get the charger. And it looks like the device just, you pop it back out and then slide it into the charger, plug it into a USB drive on your computer. Just plug it into the USB drive on your computer and we're good to go. Okay, it does fit pretty snug in there, so I don't see it just sliding out. So there you have it. My first impressions are, it looks like it may be a pretty good little fitness tracker for someone that don't want to spend a lot of money. If you don't want to spend, $100 to buy a Fitbit Alta, or several $100s to buy an Apple Watch, or the Fitbit Blaze, or any of the other top name fitness trackers, this fitness tracker, the B15P Smart Band by Bozlun, and again, I'm probably butchering this name, guys. I'm not sure if it's pronounced Bozlun, Bozlun. I'm just not sure of the pronunciation. And I looked on YouTube to see some other reviews to see if anybody else pronounced the name, and nobody else wanted to try to pronounce the name. So the Bozlun B15P. And yes, here's the colors. You can get it in white, sky blue, dark blue, kind of a purple color, and black. Today I'm back after taking some time to really look at this smart band from Bozlun. You can see the name. And again, I'm sorry if I'm butchering the name. But I'm back after wearing this thing for a week. I wanted to take some time to tell you what I think about this. There is a huge price difference between this band and this band, the Fitbit Alta. Now, for someone on a budget, I think this band is a really good deal. Now, I had some concerns about this, and my concerns were, after about a week of wearing this, all of a sudden I charged it, and I'm sitting there trying to tap on it, trying to get it to come on. It showed it was fully charged, and it wouldn't come on. So I was concerned. I'm like, oh no, Tell me I got a week's worth of use out of this and it's dead. Well, it seems that the sensor on the back senses whether or not it's actually on a person and will not come on. And just by coincidence, I came and I was holding it in my hand, and when it was dead, and all of a sudden it came on, just like you see right there. And I'm like, wow, okay, so it's not dead. And then it started responding to all the touches and stuff, letting me go through all the different systems. Now, one thing about this, it does have an app. And you have to activate the app, and you will get notifications. As you can see, it just said it was connected. It has been disconnected from the app. One thing I don't like about it is you'll get a notification tells you that you have to sync it. It doesn't sync automatically with the device. Okay, so periodically you have to come in here and sync the device. Now the battery does not, you're not going to get a week out of this. 3 or 4 days tops. If you're activating it a lot, about a day and a half is what I found through just constantly activating it, checking it, seeing how it was working. I got about a day and a half, 2 days on a charge. If you're not constantly, going through all the things, you'll get about 3 to 4 days out of it. But for $29.99 on Amazon, that's not a bad deal when you consider some of the other top name competitors are well over $100. Now, you can, in the app, set it up so it will monitor like your heart rate automatically. And I'm not sure where exactly that setting is right now, but you can set that up to monitor your heart rate automatically. The blood pressure you have to check manually, and what I found with the blood pressure is it varies quite a bit. So I wouldn't use the blood pressure measuring as the gospel. Take it for what it is. It's a fitness tracker, and use it as a guideline, but don't depend on that to save your life, to check your blood pressure. You have the date, the time, the day, then you have your steps, you have your calories, then you have the miles that you've walked, and in this case it's not showing anything. The hours that you slept, if you sleep with it and set it up for the sleep, your beats per minute in your heart, and again this will, it's coming up with 75 beats. My finger was touching the thing. And the blood pressure, again, the only way the blood pressure is going to work is if it's triggered manually in the app, or on the smart band itself. It won't just be monitoring your blood pressure and uploading it to the data. And even when this does come up with the blood pressure, and this won't be accurate because it's sitting on my finger, but I just want to give you an idea. It's kind of time consuming. It takes a while, even when it's on your wrist. And it may not work on my finger, I'm not sure, but it does take, okay, so it does. And it comes up with basically the same thing that it comes up with on my wrist, is 120/77. And that does vary. That right there would be an ideal blood pressure. Now if I come here to the actual device and I come down to my blood pressure, you'll notice that there's no blood pressure recorded. And here on this part of the app, there's still no blood pressure recorded. You can upload it to Facebook and all that good stuff, but you actually have to manually do a blood pressure. Okay, so here you would have the band on, you would actually hit this, and then it would go through its process, and I'll just hold it in my hand, hold it on my finger, but it goes through kind of like the same process of measuring your blood pressure test manually, and it is time consuming, but it will get it done. Like I said, use this as kind of a guide. Don't use it if your life depends on you checking your blood pressure every day and monitoring that. Do not use this. Use a medically approved blood pressure tester to do that. I like the cost. It's inexpensive. The steps seem to be fairly accurate with the Fitbit Alta. All the other stuff is about the same. So I really don't give it an edge or give a competitor an edge over it for what it is. I think that overall, if you want an inexpensive fitness band, this would be a great alternative. There's going to be a link down in the description where you can find this on Amazon if you want to check it out. Now, the manufacturer did not offer me any kind of discount code or anything to give to my subscribers or my viewers. So, it's $29.99. It is what it is. And for that price, I think it's a halfway decent little fitness tracker for anyone looking to not spend a lot of money on one, and you want more than what a normal pedometer can give you. More features with an app for either Android or iPhone. Will you survive whatever comes your way? I sure hope so. This is the Massachusetts Prepper saying, take care all.